All right, y'all. Ton of Fits podcast. We're here with Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. We're gonna talk fashion. We're gonna talk sneakers. We're gonna talk WNBA.
Yeah, for sure.
So, how are you?
Can't complain. I'm excited. I'm happy. And all the things, all the feels, all the good feels, of course.
Yeah. So when you got the deal was good to go, how did you feel?
Great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little getting a little antsy, get a little pessimistic. You just didn't know. But our EC, our Players Association, they put in overtime. So
Yeah,
super grateful, super blessed to be a part of history.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a season. It's the 30th year, and we was gonna have a season. Like,
Yeah.
I was
You
confident,
believe?
but
For
I
real?
did. I did.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good he did.
Like I said earlier, I thought maybe it would be like a little strike just to be like, we're not playing, but the WNBA not though.
No, you're right. I mean, it was just the time was running out, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I didn't know what to expect. Thank God it happened in our favor.
Yep. So we're gonna watch. We're gonna get to see you in the tunnel, on the court,
Yeah.
all the things. What matters more to you, the sneaker or the shoe or the fit?
The fit, for sure.
When you get dressed, where do you start? Do you start the shoe and go up, or accessories?
I start with the fit.
Start with the fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a shoe up person.
Really?
I'm wearing them. Let me see how I can build around it.
Yeah. Okay.
What's one of your favorite pairs that no matter where you go, you gotta have it with you?
I just got some last year. I got them actually, but I had my eye on them for a little bit. Some Margielas.
Okay.
So I got some navy blue Margielas with the tan laces. Those I take those everywhere. Now. Yeah.
Are luxury shoes really comfortable? Because sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
Right. So now that I'm getting older, I only go for comfort.
Okay.
So I had to put those on. I walked around the store for a little bit, and just to make sure they was comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones are comfortable. They are.
Now, what's a sneaker that people sleep on?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they sleep on them, but every year I buy a new pair of Air Forces.
Same.
For the summer, especially for our season. It's in the summer. Every year I buy a new pair. I'm not gonna say they sleep on them, but I make sure I have a pair.
So from Pittsburgh style to Maryland style to Atlanta style, how are they different? And is there one you prefer?
Ooh, because I only spent a little bit of time in Atlanta, I didn't get to really like Atlanta's I feel like they're very high end, like high designer luxury brands. DMV, I love the DMV style because it was just like a blend of a lot of different things. Like when I got down there, like up here we didn't really wear the New Balances, but the New Balances, the foam posits, the basketball sneakers off the court, like they did all that. I was really introduced into all of that, and the way they tied it together, like. Wale, for example, Wale will wear his you'll see him with some Anthony Edwards just with a casual fit, fire. But that was the first time I actually seen it put together down in the DMV. So I think for me it's the DMV.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They are known for foams and New Balance for sure. All right, so if you had to pick a shoe in here that you had to build an outfit with, what do you think you'd pick?
I ain't gonna lie, I have my eye on those jellyfishes. Now I'll see shoes online, but I gotta see them in person. Yeah,
agreed.
And that was the first time I seen them. They're a little heavy, but I was seeing if they had I was gonna see if they had my size. I ain't gonna lie. The jellyfish, the Pharrells,
the original, the orange pair.
Did you see the navy blue black ones?
Oh, the navy blue ones.
Yeah, they're white.
I like those too.
Those are nice.
I like those.
I would like to see how they fit though, how they feel. They look a little heavy.
So draft night and your draft fit.
Yeah.
Would you go back and change anything, or are you like, nah, that at that time that's what it was, and I liked it.
I loved it. I would do all the same thing. Yeah. I love the jumpsuit. I love the cape. I loved everything. I love my hair. I love everything about it.
Okay. Yeah. I seen it the other day. I was like, oh, let me ask.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, the bone straight and the white.
I would do it all over. Same.
Please. Now this is my hard question. If you had to pick 5 players to put on your best dressed WNBA list of all time.
All time?
Who would it be?
Cappy.
Yeah.
Me. Ty.
Okay.
All time. I'm gonna have to put Sue up there. Yeah. I like some of Sue's fits. We got 4? Yeah. Okay. I'll go. My last one would be. I ain't gonna lie. I've been liking Sky's fits these last couple years.
Okay.
Sky been stepping. Yeah.
I said a lot of those people on my list. You.
Yeah.
Sky, Sue, Cappy. For sure. I got Diamond and Enrique.
You know, I was going back and forth between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Diamond wore them Fear of Gods in the game, and that stopped. So
no,
who
yeah,
is that?
yeah, she did.
Who
yeah,
is that? What are you doing? And then I started really tuning in. And then for you wore Urban Outfitter mules and like a cognac color. And that stopped me. I said, wait, who is this? Yeah. And when I posted it on my story, I swear to God, everybody's like, oh my God, who is that? What are those shoes? Who is that? What are those shoes? I was like, I'm going to find them, y'all. Don't worry. But without no, I got the cognac pair and the pink pair. So. Brands, influence. All right, so in 2023, you made LeagueFits second team. How did that feel?
It felt good. Like, for me, it was like, I guess it was good to be a part of like the journey because I like always get dressed. Like I don't want to say I get dressed up, but I do like to look nice.
Right.
So it was like I don't want to say it was just another day, but for me it was just like I just get dressed. Yeah. So like even like before the cameras, I was getting dressed for games because I would go out to dinner afterwards. But it was you know it's always feels good to be recognized for whatever, for anything. But for me, LeagueFits they are who they are.
Yeah.
And you know they started with the NBA. That's how I saw them with the NBA. And so it's good to see that they go them to pilfer into the WNBA, and then obviously they get recognized in that regard.
Okay, draft is coming up. Who do you think is gonna be fly?
Fly? Ooh, honestly.
These kids are different.
Yeah,
they got that NIL. They got a brand. They know.
Yeah, Flage's gonna step.
Yeah,
Flage's gonna step. That's one person I'm gonna look for sure. Honestly, with the NIL and players staying back, players coming out, I'm not even sure who's gonna
be there.
Yeah, but I know I'm pretty sure Flage's coming out this year. That's one person for sure I know probably gonna step.
I'm interested to see how Olivia Miles shows up.
Oh yeah, her.
Because I'm not sure. I feel like even when we see her off the court, it's more athletic gear, like team gear. So I want to see some personality.
Right. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. No, for sure. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure that'd be a good one too.
How would you describe your style?
My style, I'll probably say I like to be more versatile. I'm really big into comfort though. I gotta be comfortable. I've actually been trying to get more into proportions. I'm like really thin, so sometimes like most of my life it's been hard to like find clothes that like fit me properly. My legs were long, but I was super thin. My arms were super long, but I'm super thin. So just finding clothes that like fit comfortably and proportions. But I would say versatile.
Okay. Do you work with a stylist, or is this all you?
I don't. Yeah.
This is all you.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is impressive. Like I even went back and looked at some of your Atlanta fits. You had on some bell bottoms or flares, whatever they want to call it, and boots. I was like, she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she knows her body. She knows looks good.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
You're chill with it. You just come in like, this is what I'm wearing.
Yeah, I try to be.
Tina and Skylar, I feel like y'all are well dressed, but super chill with it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Do you feel like you wore anything that maybe people didn't understand, but like now they're like catching on?
I would say no. Like I do. There are like my friends keep me humble.
Okay.
So there was a couple of us. They were like,
no.
Why would you wear that?
You gotta
so they keep me that was a bad one. Yeah. But I was like you said I was experimenting, but it wasn't a good one. They keep me humble though.
All right. Now where do you get like inspiration for your style? Like what do you pull from? Mood boards, music? How does that work?
Well, with me going overseas a lot, I get a lot of my inspiration from the Europeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, because they just get dressed. Like, they're going to smoke their cigarettes and drink their coffee, but they're dressed. And they're comfortable. They're not super flashy. I don't like a lot of logos. And when I went over there, it's just a lot of like pieces. They mix and match different pieces. So when I go overseas, this is my first year I was in China this past season, and they're very similar, but they have a different type of style. But I was able to dip and dabble over there too, into their brands. But I would say a lot of foreign pieces. Yeah.
If you could give any advice to somebody who's still trying to find their style, what would you tell them?
Be you. Be comfortable. Like no one can be you better than you. Yeah. So that's what I try to do. I'm not really worried about what it looks like on camera, what people think. As long as I'm comfortable in it, I just wear it.
Last question. What can we expect from you in the tunnel this season?
What can you expect? Some more consistency.
Okay.
Same me.
Same you.
Yeah.